So your pool pump isn't priming, and it won't hold water no matter what you try. Well, I'm Matt from Swim University, and here's exactly what to do when your pump won't prime. We're going to start with the quickest fix, and then troubleshooting the most common problems that keep it happening. Now, the quickest fix is you just fill your pump with water. First thing you want to do is turn off the pump, because if you remove the pump lid while it's running, it's going to break the suction. It's going to make your problem even worse. Now, once the pump is off, remove the lid and look inside. If the housing is dry or low on water, well, grab your garden hose and fill it up. Let the hose run for at least 2 to 3 minutes, because you want the housing and the plumbing lines all full of water. Replace the lid, make sure it's tight, and then turn the pump back on. Now you can watch through the clear lid of the pump. The water may gurgle or sputter at first, but that's normal. Just give it a minute, and if it's going to prime, you're going to see water filling the housing and the flow start to steady out. Now, this may take a couple of tries, but if the pump still won't hold water no matter how many times you try, well, something else is going on. So if your pump is still not priming, we want to work through these fixes. Number 1, check your pool's water level. This one's simple. If your water level has dropped below the skimmer opening, your pump isn't going to be able to pull in water, it's pulling in air. So add water to the pool until the water is at least halfway up the skimmer opening, and then try priming again. Step number 2, empty your skimmer basket and your pump basket, because a clogged pump basket means that your pump can't build suction. Pull out your skimmer baskets and your pump strainer basket and dump out any debris. Number 3, you want to add water through the skimmer. So you filled the pump directly, but it still won't catch. You might have air trapped somewhere else in the suction line. The suction line is the plumbing that pulls water from your pool toward the pump. And if there's an air bubble, well, then the pump can't get enough suction. So you want to place your garden hose directly into the skimmer and turn it on while the pump is running. The water entering that direction can help push the air bubble through the system and get the water moving. Just leave it running for about 2 to 3 minutes and watch to see if your pump starts to catch. If you have a multi-bore valve, you can also try switching to the recirculate setting before you attempt this. That bypasses the filter entirely and sends the water straight back into your pool. This can help if a dirty or clogged filter is adding resistance and making it harder for the pump to actually pull water through. And if you think it's a skimmer clog, not just an air pocket, be sure to check out our other video. Number 4, check your pump lid O-ring. If water keeps draining out of the pump housing every single time you turn it off, or the pump just can't hold a seal, well, your O-ring might be bad. Turn the pump off and remove the lid. Remove the O-ring and inspect it for cracks, dry rot, or any damaged areas. If it looks rough, just replace it. They're pretty cheap. But if it looks okay, it may just need lubrication. So just apply a silicone-based lubricant, not petroleum-based or Vaseline, because that can actually damage the rubber. So just make sure that you're getting a lubricant specifically built for pool O-rings. Then you can reseat it carefully before you close the lid. And make sure that it's fully seated into the groove and that the lid is snug. Number 5, check your pump housing and your connections. Take a look at your pump housing, your fittings, and your connections, and look for any cracks or anything that looks like it could be pulling in air. If you suspect a leak, but you actually can't find it visually, you can actually spread a small amount of shaving cream over the suspected area while the pump is running. If there's a leak, the suction will actually pull the shaving cream inward and leave a visible indent. And if you want a complete handheld reference for pool equipment, troubleshooting, including pumps, filters, and plumbing, well, you can check out the Pool Care Handbook at swimu.com/book. It covers all of this in detail so that you're not stuck Googling every time something goes wrong. Number 6, check your pump's impeller. The impeller is the spinning component inside your pump that actually moves the water. And if it's jammed with debris or leaves, hair, small twigs, it can't generate the suction needed to pull water through the system. You'll probably hear a low grinding noise if this is the case. So turn the pump off, remove the pump basket, and look into the impeller. Use a screwdriver or a straight metal coat hanger to clear out anything that's stuck in there. Now, once it's clear, reassemble and try priming your pump again. Number 7, open your valves all the way. Now this one seems obvious, but there's probably not enough water going to your pump, so it's going to struggle holding its prime. So you can check your skimmer line and your main drain lines and open the valves so that the pump can pull in all of the water. Now, if you're not sure where those lines or valves are in your pool, you can check out our other video. Number 8, turn your variable speed pump on high. If you have a variable speed pump, the low setting might not be strong enough to pull water through and prime your system. So try switching the pump to high speed to get it primed. Now, once the water is flowing steadily, you can drop it back down to your normal running speed. Number 9 is check your check valve. If your pump is consistently losing prime overnight, meaning you come back the next morning and the housing is dry again, well, a failed check valve might actually be the reason. This is especially common when your pool equipment sits above your pool's water level, because gravity wants to pull the water back down to the pool the moment the pump shuts off. The check valve uses a rubber flap and a spring to block that backflow. So when the rubber degrades or the spring weakens, water drains back through. If this is the case, you usually don't need to re-plumb anything. You just need to replace the internal components of the check valve. And finally, if all else fails, well, your pump might be dying. If you've worked through all of these checks and your pump still won't hold a prime, it's worth considering whether the pump itself is at the end of its life. A pump that constantly loses prime, even after you've ruled out all these leaks and clogs, means it's probably done. A well-maintained pool pump should last you about 8 to 10 years. So if yours is getting close to that age and it's giving you repeated trouble, well, it might just be time for a replacement. And if you have any questions, please drop them in the comments below and tell me what your pump is doing and what you've already tried. Oh, and check out the Pool Care Handbook for more equipment troubleshooting help. That's it. Thanks for watching. And as always, happy swimming.